All right, this is Paul Singh, the Market Speculator, with the trade report for Tuesday, February 12th, 2019. Let's take a look at SPY. Took a couple trades this morning. We'll talk about those in a second. But look at SPY here, bouncing nicely off that 9 EMA, testing the 200-day moving average again. Remember, we talked about this when the market started to pull back and some people got concerned. We said underlying breadth is still good, and this is normal. We take that test of the 200-day moving average, we pull back. This is what we want to see. We don't want to see an initial breakout because those tend to fail like these did. We want to see a little test, some consolidation, and then a break. Maybe even another consolidation, and then the third time would be the one that gets us through here. So I like the action. I like this bounce. Now, if we break the 200-day moving average, I'll be happy about it. So, and that would set us up for another run to test the all-time highs. And now we start talking about getting out of this bear market territory. So that's what we're looking at so far. Still slightly bullish, but ready for anything. So if we do start to break down here, we'll initiate those shorts very quickly. But in the meantime, we're long, and I'm in 4 positions right now. We took one off and added another one. We'll talk about that in a second. Let's look at the Qs here. Qs very strong as well. IWM also very strong. Further away from its 200-day moving average only because it was beat down much further than the other 2 indexes. Semiconductors very strong this morning, above its 200-day moving average. Oil very strong this morning here, up about 1.8%, which is more than the market, and bouncing up over the 9 EMA. So we'll keep an eye out on oil. We'll keep an eye out on semiconductors, biotech. Not quite the bounce with big biotech, but the smaller biotech, which is XBI, smaller cap biotechs, looking much better. So we'll keep an eye out on that as well. And then, of course, the market leader, software, which I've been wanting to see a pullback here and thought yesterday we were going to get it after this candle, continues to go higher, up 1%. So it doesn't look like we're going to get the pullbacks there. Current positions, we took profits in DEC this morning, top of the range. This is basically the trade setup we talked about. Earnings breakout pullback, we entered right here. Top of the range was our target, and we got that this morning. So textbook breakout pullback earnings trade. Now we'll watch to see if it breaks this high here, and then we can always get back in. And then the addition for today was not Netflix, but FAS, bouncing nicely off the 9 EMA. Now the tricky part here is I'm using a 2-point stop. 4 points on the target would get us up around 64, which would probably be, and we have to go by XLF, the underlying ETF, which would probably be a need to get over that. But we're going to say, if our thesis is right and the market is strong, we can get through that very easily. But I do like the setup in FAS here. Stop under the 9 EMA, target at least 4 points, which the top of the range here is about 5.5 points. It should be easy to get to if it starts to run, and good risk reward. We're still in Facebook, getting close to our entry level. We never got stopped out, but under our entry level, but looking good, bouncing off the 9 and still testing the 50-day moving average. So that one's looking good. And then race also coming back strong, back up over the 9 and the 50-day moving average, post earnings breakout, looking good. Hopefully now this sets it up for the run. We're going to need to get over this 126.80 or 127 level. Let's see the exact gap fill. It would be about 126.96. So we'll say 127. If this thing gets up over 127, we could see the run that we've been looking for in race. Let's go through some of our focuses stocks now. A lot of strength this morning. ISRG. All of these are basically at entry levels if you want to enter something. Spotify looks really good. Netflix I almost took instead of FAS, and I still might by the end of the day. I'm a little hesitant to get into more than 4 positions before the market crosses that 200-day moving average. But I really like Netflix here. I think it's set up to make, now that it's pulled back, I think it's set up to make that run to 400. So really like Netflix. EA, pulling back here, but we're watching EA very closely. Fei looking good, crossing the major moving averages. If it crosses over the 50, I think we've got an entry here. NVIDIA's got earnings tomorrow, so we can't enter that one. Apple's already had earnings, and we're looking to see a bounce of the 9. Baba, almost an identical pattern to Facebook. Ralph Lauren here, same thing, all broke out and is holding that moving average. FSLR needs to get, solars are strong, and FSLR needs to get up over its 200-day moving average, but looks very good. And the other solar we're watching, CSIQ, very strong, looking for a break of 22. GWPH, biotech, and pot stock, we want to see a break of 150, but has been very strong here. Lulu, decent entry today. Maybe a little extended at this point, but when it crossed 153, good entry, and could see a test of 165. Again, all of these are good. I could be taking all of these. I just am not taking them because I'm hesitant about adding when we think about our overall market analysis. Alta, also very strong. And then Soxel, we already talked about semiconductors, but the triple leveraged looking really good as well. So a lot of good stocks here. Let me pull up Chipotle as well. We talked about a break of 600, and it's done that. So it could set up a run, maybe to 630 or 640. So that's our volatility measures tell us it could even run higher than that. So things are looking good. Market looks great. The key is going to be now, if we, going into the end of the week, if the market can cross the 200-day moving average, then we can go from slightly bullish to very bullish and really get aggressive with our trades.